Coming through the last chicane now is Easy Reaper. Gonna get bottled up. No, he doesn't. Toby with a 144. Comes easy with this time. Oh, it's got P6.
That's it.
That'll be it.
Probably take 12.
Driver has validated. Everyone's out. That is it.
So it literally came down to who crossed last. Bobby was pretty much last on the cross. So
P1. We've got P1 and Toby. P2, the RC3 driver. 4, OCU 30, 5, Urban Road, 6, Easy Reaper, 7, Goffy, 8, Scotty Mac, 9, Wayne.
Goffy?
Yes, shout out to Goffy there. 10, Divided, 11, MX, Lenny. Also had Tango 8, P12, Result, P13, Evil Blade, P14, Gremlin, P15, Lil Casper, 16, Jitchaway, 17, Duck Puncher, unfortunately. Crash out on his outlap.
someone hand Goffy and Oxygen Mask. Is that boy up on the field?
Yes, Jala, believe it or not, everyone knows.
AJ Lennon.
I'm very sure Goffy's probably not sure what he's going to do here.
AJ Lennon is my Fortnite buddy.
Thanks for joining, mate.
Yeah, he carries me on the Fortnite.
Constant KSB
The other
chat.
boys get in here. I told them to join in. Follow, buddy.
We're going to start in the dry.
There's another one. Get in there, boys. Straight on Fortnite after the race.
Rain at the end of the race. I know.
Alright, so
Someone
just
say
go through
KC.
it, get set up tonight.
Jala and take mine, mate. I do owe for Jala a box, I have not forgotten. Super busy these days.
You've been super busy. How hard is it to get the box? Come on, mate.
No, I was getting really busy at work and
Hey, don't turn into Dutch.
it's been mental. No, I'm not. I don't know what Dutch is that what we call you, Dutch?
No, Jala knows what I'm talking about. Jala knows what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Dutch, get up for this race. Got a Rapid Racing League stream for Division 1. Racing at Singapore.
Yeah, when's payday, Dutchy? That's right.
Oh, so we might just go to the,
I'll explain that to you after. Alright. I'll please go and see what's going on there.
yeah, just having a bit of a look at the top. I don't know, on the hard, on the medium. Could be a bit of a play if there.
Kitchen conversation. I need a double shot of inspiration.
The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Singapore for the round 17 of the Australian Div 1 Rapid Racing League action. I'm your host, Rapid Pajala. Unfortunately, looks like I'm flying solo tonight. The Big Cactus, unfortunately, not with us tonight. Trying to get Causa into the commentary booth, but looking forward to calling all of the action round here under the bright lights of Singapore. Down to the last 15 minutes. And we are looking for, just riding on board here as he goes on his outlap. Let's see Gordo on a hot lap here. Coming through down into the S's head. Hits the apex beautifully as he comes through into sector 2. Down to the old Singapore sling as we used to call it. Down through the brakes. Left-hander, this turn of swings it out wide, down this small straight, into the old Singapore sling here, breaks it into third, drops down into second, hugs it tightly, swim A is out, he's braked it, and comes down the main straight here. So Gordo coming down onto the back straight. With the new DRS, this will be one of the changes as we go straight on here. Millsy's now joined. He'll jump into any of the cars that are free. Trying to get the grid up. We've now got 14 races. So Gordo coming through here. Will he be the first? Comes through underneath the bridge. Brakes hard, drops to third, clips the apex on the inside. This obviously isn't going to be as fast as lap as you would like, but clips on the inside into fifth, up to sixth. Cross the line, 38.797. Shots fired. Josie Wales, our championship leader, leads the championship by 3 points over Betsy after his really good win in Monza. As we count down, breaks into this chicane here. Riding on board. Yeah, jump in, Clapsy. We've got time. Jump in. Absolutely, mate. We've got room. We've got 5 spots if you want. Hugo goes top 137. 539. Still coming over on Josie. Around this hairpin there. Through the singlet. Accelerating through the gears. Come through to sector 2 here at the end of it. Brakes hard. Just at the 100 metre barrier, 103.4. Into the tricky section 3 here. Want to be able to clip it. Can't really ride that curb in the more. Car just wants to drift out to the right under the bridge. Inside clip in 4th gear. Really riding it in a little bit twitchy there. Clips the inside apex nicely. Goes out as wide as you like. 36.7 from Relic. Josie, the championship leader, comes around. 36.9. Good enough for P2. So the Alfa Romeo from Relic doing the job. Betsy now coming through here into sector 3 underneath the bridge. Nice and speedy as he does. Round here up into the Aces. Clips on number 6. 37.1. Good enough for P3. Let's see what Deb's got through. We've got quite a few of the guys coming through here. Abyss coming through. He's invalidated. Noodles has ghosted, or he's just gone P6 there somehow. Rubric just warming up on an outlap there for us. We've got the Merc of Deb coming through. He's invalidated. What about the McLarens? Easy Mac, easy as you like. Coming through 21 under the bridge. Yes, that's right, Clapsy. I'll give you one for Easy Mac, not a problem. So Easy Mac comes through and bang, P2, 36.7. The PlayStation boy has been on fire since joining the Rapid Div 1 boys. But 36.7 puts him P2. If you don't mind, Rubric now on his out, on his hot lap here. Down the main straight, really. Clappy is now joined as well. He'll be taking over as well. Good to see Clappy joining in here. Millsy's taking the Williams. Oh, he's lost it. Rubric's lost it. Put it in the wall. That's the lap done. Cahoot's coming out for his second lap. Millsy out on a hot lap, 28.1. Just running through here. And Millsy through the old Singapore sling here, if you like. Yeah, why not? Clapsy. Yeah, sure. No worries. Like to fill it up. Bring him in. Is it... Oh, actually, yeah, okay. Yeah, no worries. I'd rather have a full grid. So through here, Millsy coming through into sector 3. We've got the McLaren that's gone yellow. Don't know how he's done that coming into the pits, but anyway. What's Millsy got in store? Not as fast as he would like, and he's going to box. So, Abyss now. Coming through. And we have a 36.7. We've got times coming through here. Biss on the out lap. So no real fast lap. Whatever's free. We have got an Alpine and a Williams. Doesn't matter. Choose whatever's free. No one else is jumping in. So clap in that. And Cactus is finally online. You big sexy Texan, you. And through we go down here. So running with Jack here at the moment. We're on a board through sector 3, nice and slow, just out on his out lap here. Loves this track. As much as I like getting my teeth clean. Going through here, down onto sector 1, down onto this main straight, past the grid box. Clip on the apex inside. He's invalidated already, Jack, so he's done. Gordo's come out on a faster lap. Let's see, we've got the Red Deb. No, that's Josie Wales. He's on an outlap now, I think. Yes, he is. It's Relic going on through. We've got Easy Mac on an outlap, so we're going to get him very, very shortly. Coming through, we've got the Alpine of Cahoot, though. He's marching along here. What's he got? 38.0. Good enough for P7. Nice work. We've got the Ferrari coming around. I think that might be Noodles. No, he's on an outlap. Rilo coming through. He's invalidated as well. Waiting for Easy Mac to come around. Fiano's hot lap tonight. Not too sure if Hugh and they're in a bit of a party there together. Not too sure. Thanks for everyone joining us tonight. Biss has gone P10 with a 39.079. So Clappy, what's he got in store with us? Down on the main straight here. Just keeping our eye on Easy Mac, Fiano and his hot lap. And here he comes through underneath the bridge. What's Easy Mac got in store for us? And here he goes. Over to you, Yano. This is Yano. Riding on board here from Easy Mac, coming down here onto the main straight, passing the box, braking hard down into fourth, clipping the inside apex, not too hard, going through, braking into second gear now, maybe third. Accelerating wide, Jossie go up P1 with a 36.5, shots fired on the foot van. Meanwhile, Easy Mac coming down here, up into the main straight, DRS wide open like a Victoria's Secret Melrose legs on Kimi Jot, braking hard. And Hugh gives Easy Mac a lovely tow, beautiful tow, but Easy Mac has invalidated. Shots over, see you later. This is the goose pull, according to Yano. So unfortunately, he has invalidated, but we might be able to get him a little bit later. Betsy on a hot lap, 3/10 up. He is in for the 36.8 so far. Into sector 3. Easy as you like, on the throttle, down, underneath. Josie Wales currently has pole. Yellow in sector 3 by the McLarens, not getting out of the road into the last S's. We've got yellows in sector 2 and 3 so far. Betsy all over it. Coming down 36.6, good enough for P2. And just as I say it, welcome the man, the myth, Texas's very own Magic Mike. Good evening to you, mate. How are you this evening? Just waiting on Magic just to get in with us, but and around down. So Rilo coming through. Noodles in P6 here, invalidated. Last 3 minutes. Just waiting. Hopefully the man can hear me. Are you there, Cactus? Must be. So 3 minutes left. And we have got a jam-packed Josie Wales, our current Div 1 champion or current championship leader right now. Got Cactus in there. Just going to send him an invite. Hopefully he can get that. And Clappy's in, Gordo's in, Jack's P13 Abyss, and Deb running out our field with a 39.537. So our last shots fired here with just a couple of minutes to go. And hopefully we've got Cactus this time. Cactus, and there we.
Leave my ass alone.
Sorry, what was that?
So you had me last time. My wife just wouldn't shut up and leave me alone.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, there you go. G'day, mate. How are you? Oh.
Next subject.
Okay, fair enough. So 1 minute 43 to go. Josie's on his outlap, and Josie leads the championship by 3 points. Betsy, meanwhile, he's on his outlap, so everyone's coming through here.
Where did my damn vape go? I just had that thing a minute ago.
So we've got Relic, the food van. He's on his out. He's going to probably put the first time here. No. Not too sure what he's doing. He's doing one of the biggest warm-ups I've ever seen. Meanwhile, Easy Mac.
Hey, you're racing.
Yeah. G'day, little Mike. How are you? How are you?
No, you watch your show. We're going racing.
Going racing. So Easy Mac down here comes through Sector 3, or Sector 1, sorry. Live here from Singapore. Has done really well. He's been demoted down to P4 though, thanks to Betsy and that. Easy Mac just coming down here through Sector 1s. We've got a couple of the Ferrari boys. So what's Noodles? He's on his outlap. Rilo is coming around. He'll be the first one to go through. 136.9. P5 for the Noodle Man. Cahoot's come through on his... He'll be the last one, I'd imagine. Or will we see the Haas of Abyss? 39.8. And thanks very much to you, man. Dizzy 73. I'm sorry. You're making me dizzy. There we go. You're making me dizzy 73. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you very much. Live here from Singapore, Australian Div 1, round 17. We'll get to the results. And how's your week been, Mike?
It's been alright.
Yep.
We're in the new house now and just getting everything sorted. And,
Beautiful.
Previous landlord's making me hire a lawyer.
Why?
Well, the house was built in 800 AD.
Yep.
And, yeah, let's just say that it had a lot of issues before we moved in, and none of those issues were ever fixed.
Yep.
And now they're trying to blame them on me. So
right, I see.
I've gone out and hired a lawyer.
Fair enough. Well, we'll leave that to you. Relic's gone P1, 39.8. The only one I think is Josie. But the food fan has got himself on pole. Josie Wild.
Not gonna lie, I rode on board with Alex that whole lap. He is laying rubber down on every exit. And it looks like the car has no rear grip because he's literally just laying black strips behind his car.
Oh, fair enough. Beautiful to see. So Josie coming around here. Can he make any impression on that time? Millsy doesn't improve on a P8. Rilo's gone into the pit, so he's not going to improve. Abyss is on an out lap, or he's on a... He's come through 6/10 up. Will he improve?
Josie really clean through the final sector there.
And will he come through?
Close.
He's done it.
He done.
Oh, 1/10 Relic will be spitting chips. Josie goes pole 36.283. Right at the death nail. Last one across the line. Gets the job done. That is... I don't care what anyone says, mate, but that is one sensational time.
It says here on the car gamers on an outlap.
Sorry?
All the way down. It says here that car gamers.
He was, but yeah, he won't be putting in a lap in. He'll be going through. Let's get Josie in. Our pole sit up. So there he is. Let's run it through. Josie Wales in pole and in the championship. Rapid Relic in P2. He will be spitting chips. 1/10 off pole. Betsy P3. Easy Mac. Fantastic performance in the McLaren. Hugo, Rilo, Noodles, Kahoot, Millsy, Rubric rounds out our top 10. But in the chat, he's done it again. Josie Wales. Pole again, mate. Back to back. Tell us about the lap.
Yeah, it was 10th down in the first sector, so I was like, oh, shit. Okay. But then I knew I had a pretty slow middle sector, so I just had to carry more speed through the bridge section, which I knowingly did, and gained it all back, and then some in the last sector, which was ultimately what gave me pole, so definitely a good comeback lap by me.
Beautiful. And Cactus did mention that. That is the way he came through underneath that bridge, which obviously won't be there this year or next season with the development. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes next season if they change it in the game. But, mate, well done. Another day, another pole, 3 points ahead of Betsy. So all to play for. I will let you go and get your socks on, ready to rock and roll, mate. But all the best in the race, and hopefully we see you in victory lane a little bit later on.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
What is this? What is this game doing?
What's going on, mate?
I hit the spectate button and I've spawned in the cockpit of an Aston Martin at the back of the grid.
Oh boy.
This is gonna be hilarious.
Yes, just box it. Just stay. Let's ride on board with Cactus as he.
No, don't do that. I'm on the controller, bro. My wife's just unplugged my wheels.
Well,
Don't
while
do
the boys
that,
are
dude.
on it, let's take a look. We'll hand it over, Crofty. Sue, the boys back, and let's take a look at Crofty and the track guide.
It's finally race time here at Marina Bay, and a warm welcome to all of you joining us for the action. The wait is almost over. It's time for the Singapore Grand Prix. We're here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit today, located in the heart of Singapore. The circuit consists of 23 corners, 13 to the left and 10 to the right. It's a track that's incredibly technical, so don't expect to see the drivers taking too much of it at full throttle. So
Holy. The amount of lag back here in the back is absolutely insane. There's a car off in the runoff, and it's now just disappeared. God, it's so... I have not driven this game on a controller in like 4 years. I can't believe I haven't spun out yet. Oh shit! I'm just trying to get back to the grid so I can do my lap and put it in the pit lane. This is...
Anticipating the start of this race. Flags in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Oh, Cahoot's around. He just ran into me as I'm trying to let him through. He ran into the back of me. Yes. Absolutely terrible. I completely remember why I did not drive controller very long in this game and I bought a wheel and pedal. Absolutely terrible.
Yep. Unbelievable. Not too sure because I had myself muted. Hendo, how are we, mate? Sorry. So I'm back. Rookie errors. Josie Wales in P1, Betsy and Relic, Easy Mac in P4, and Hugo P5, Noodles P6. Rolo doing quite well. Clappy. Hugo's got a 3-second turn penalty from multiple warnings. That's the first one down. Take a look. Our big winner's Clappy has got himself up 3 positions. He'll be a red hot favourite tomorrow night for Div 3 around here in Singapore tomorrow night as he tries to rack up his championship. Car game is up 6 positions. Swim A's up 5. Jack's rejoined finally. But Betsy hasn't let Josie get out of his sight. He's been able to keep himself in DRS. Relic as well is doing a really nice little battle. So those 3 guys are starting to stretch their legs. Easy Mac now out of the DRS of Hugo. And Noodles down there 1 second further with Rilo. So Rilo on those hard tyres. We'll take a look at the tyre situation from these guys now. If we take a look, all those guys on hards, Relic went on the medium, so he's gone the alt strat, looking for an early safety car, which you'd probably expect around here, Mike.
Yeah, you'd think you'd expect a safety car around here, but I missed this Singapore race for RRL Div 1, but if I remember right, they said there were a lot of cars that DNF'd in the race, but there was no safety car from it. So,
yeah,
really got to be parked up in a weird spot here, I feel like, or take out a couple cars at once to have a safety car.
yeah.
But I mean, we've only completed almost 3 of 31 laps, so there's plenty of time left for a safety car to happen.
True, very true. So these 3 guys are broken away again. Easy Mac 1.5 seconds with Hugo. Noodles, Jack's now left. He's having real bad connection issues. I reckon you should just park the car. Come and join us in comms, Jack. You're not going to keep jumping in and out, unfortunately. And you boys, the Euro boys, are in Portimao, Portugal. Beautiful track this week. Love that track.
Yeah, I missed MPC last night. I had other things to attend to, but I feel like Portimao is going to be one of those one of the races that this season's really going to hamper a lot of people because it's one of those racetracks where you have to have pinpoint accuracy with the car, and if you miss, an apex by 3 or 4 inches, you're not only going to lose a lot of time, but you're also going to possibly spin the race car. So
Fair enough, exactly.
big battle going down into 5, excuse me. The Aston Martin had to move driver's left just a little bit to try and hamper that at the excuse me.
Penny?
Wow, I haven't done this in a while.
Millsy.
Excuse me. I'm gonna figure my fucking words out here in a minute. It's looking for a three-way fight right now for 8th place. Rapid Clappy just able to hold off Millsy there into 5, but now Millsy... Oh, Millsy goes around!
He did. He got a little bit twitchy, Millsy. He did. I don't think it was help, actually. I think it was all himself. But he got looser. He got looser than an AFL player at the end of season trip, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. He got it loose, and it was all his fault. There was no contact made by him at all. So Clappy's a car gamer. Gets himself up another position after all that. So Clappy's 4 seconds down, Rilo. So the top 7 have really scooted out. And the top 3, yep. I thought he'd come and join us. Yo, how are we, mates?
Oh, crap. The game just won't let me take control of my car.
Oh, there you go. Well, your car's going around quite nicely. And if there's one positive to think about this, Jack, the Ghost isn't going to get penalties. So there you go. So that's one thing. So, and he's actually ahead of Deb. So there we go. Anyway, how are you, Jack?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Yourselves?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Well, hang on, you've joined now.
Yeah, we're going to see what we can do. I've restarted my...
There's Car Gamer, he's looking, and the Aston Martin double moves.
Oh, can't be doing that.
But Car Gamer in the Alpha Tower, doing great work here early on to put that softer compound tire to work and use that slight advantage that he gets. But that advantage he has is not going to last long around this racetrack. Look at him moving around, though. He's just really staying in the mirrors.
He is. And Clappy isn't making it easy for him either. As we come down the old Singapore sling into this tight hairpin.
Oh, he's close.
He is. Just
Aston Martin's bottled it on the exit. Oh my God, they're almost in the wall. It's a drag race down into the hairpin.
That's it. Yeah. And Car Gamer gets it. Oh, they're going side by side. Clappy hasn't given this up. Oh, you can't go too wide here, boys. You can't. Oh, they are doing fantastic here. Oh, Clappy, how did you manage to keep it up on the inside?
Oh, don't do it there.
No,
look at this. These two battling so hard, it's brought the Alfa Romeo and the Williams right up to the back of them here. They've lost a whole second in this lap.
Oh, but that was some absolutely brilliant racing there. How did Clappy manage to keep it in front of Car Gamer? I don't know. I generally thought that Clappy had got a discount on his stamps from Aussie Post and sent one, but he wasn't able to do it. Clappy said, yeah, nah, not today, boy. That ain't going to happen, so let's see what he can do this lap around.
I don't think Car Gamer's really going to be able to do anything against that Aston Martin this time around. He's used all of his battery on that last lap trying to get the move done. He's got the overtake button on, but it doesn't look like he's got that much overspeed.
Oh, Clappy.
He moves drivers right, and Clappy puts him into the wall.
Yep. And you think Clappy's a reserve, he doesn't act like one, that's for sure. These two boys battling it out in 8th and 9th.
You sure that's Clappy in that car or Lance Stroll? It looks like a Lance Stroll man.
Yes, Lance Stroll vibes in the Aston Martin, I do agree.
Yeah,
look at the Alpha Tower, though. He's got so much overspeed and so much pace in that softer tire. He's already right back onto the back of the Aston Martin.
Yeah.
That's one of the beautiful things about this racetrack is you can have all the pace in the world and catch that car in front of you. But once you get there, there may be nothing you can do to get by them as long as that driver in front of you is willing to defend with their life.
Jack's either put it in the wall or he's put it in the pits. What have you done, Jack?
No, it allowed me to retire. I kept taking control and it just was my AI.
Fair enough then. So these four guys are having a real good ding-dong battle. I'm just trying to keep my eye on the top 3, Josie, Betsy and Relic, and seems like line astern for those boys up the front. Nothing really much is happening. Let's just take a quick look down here. Relic is trying to take use or make use. 57%. Can he get it on Betsy here? Betsy's got DRS on Josie. And that just sort of nulls and voids it, Mikey. Cannot see a way for Relic to get past the top 2 championship leaders while Easy Max dropped down 2 seconds.
The Williams into the wall.
Oh no, who was that? Swimmer, yes.
On the exit of turn 4, Swimeye loses control of the car behind the Alfa Romeo and just gets a big tank slapper going. And that tank slapper lasted for about 4 seconds before he put that thing in the wall.
Meanwhile, the owner's got it on the outside of Deb and gets himself up to P11. Millsy with a 41 flat with the fastest lap so far today. But he has got a mountain to climb down there in 15th position. So right now, Rubik trying to get himself up. Gordo, he's about 6 seconds, so he's made a big mistake there somewhere. And Clappy and Cargamer just... Cargamer just needs to settle down and stop deploying his ERS and actually build that up a bit. Because he's just not going to get the job done.
He's got the tire life.
Yeah,
he's got the tire life. He's got the pace. If he just sat here for about 2 or 3 laps without deploying and then went after it for a lap, I really feel like he could get the job done. Oh, he hits the wall there on exit.
Yep.
Going under the tunnel now, and I heard you talking that the tunnel won't be there next year. What's going on with that?
Oh, so yeah. So basically there's constructions happening with Singapore. So where they've gone down into where they turn right at the end of that straight, they will go straight ahead and they'll turn right up here. So,
so they're eliminating that whole...
Yeah, the under the bridge due to construction works.
4 corners gone.
Yeah, correct. So it'll be one long straight. I'm not too sure if it's going to be a permanent addition.
Imagine that tire life you're going to gain from that.
Yeah, absolutely. So that happens as of next year. So if you check out F1 or Singapore Grand Prix's Twitter account, there's actually details of the track map there, which they announced a couple of months ago.
Car Gamer's got to be careful. I'm continuing to watch him because it's the closest battle on the racetrack. But Car Gamer is really starting to flirt with those track limits. And it looks like his car is rotating into the corner very well, but then as soon as he starts to get into the power, it starts to plow like a V8 supercar.
Yep.
And he's tapped the wall a few times, but every corner exit, he's really close to it.
Yeah. Agree. But he's just got to give himself a little bit of time. He keeps deploying the ERS. He's just not going to get the job doing this. He's got to be patient. Just has to be patient. Build the ERS out. Clappy's got enough to sort of defend. Meanwhile, Gordo and the Alfa Romeo back there is just biding his time. Easy Mac is starting to close the gap on the top 3. He's 2 seconds now. Making some inroads there now, the 2 McLarens. They've been on fire today. And Relic is all over the back of Betsy coming into turn 3. But Betsy's still within that ERS on the hards. 9 laps down. No safety car to speak of so far. You'd imagine one's going to come sooner rather than later, but this is Singapore, so I'm not too sure what to expect.
Well, we are getting toward the end of this stint for those medium runners, so if it was going to be a safety car, it's going to be caused by one of the medium runners more than likely. There's only 3 of them on the racetrack.
Yep.
So it's not too likely that we're going to get one, but as the tire stint goes on, these tires have a real issue with overheating here at this racetrack later in the stint. So you've really got to be careful with your entry, and you've got to be super careful with your throttle application. As we see Car Gamer still deploying, I feel like he's just got that mentality right now. If I have the tire advantage, I have to take it. And if I don't push now, I'm never going to get this position.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I completely understand, but from the outside looking in, if he just saves that battery for a couple laps, I feel like he could get this move done on the Aston Martin. I feel like he's got at least a 4/10 advantage per lap over the Aston right now. And I feel like he's just playing his strategy a little wrong right now.
That's it. Just Clappy just making his rear wing wider than a BBW model on YouPorn on a Saturday night. Just putting the car in positions that Car Gamer can't get past. So, but got to be patient. Got to be patient. Yellows, we've got yellows in sector 3. Is that a Ferrari? I think it is. Rilo has
Looks like
lost
it's Rilo.
Yep, Rilo's lost it. Car Gamer just looking on the inside. No, nothing happening there. So Rilo's obviously lost it coming onto the and he's now 10 seconds behind his teammate. Yellow's in sector 3 again. Is that Millsy? Must have been Millsy again. Must have lost it. Somehow he's in the middle of nowhere, but he was able to get DRS. God only knows how that happened. Must have been right behind Abyss when he lost it coming into the final turn. Deb in P12, Rubric sort of in no man's land, but closing in on these. And the thing is, if you take a look at it, Mike, Rubric, who was at least 6 seconds behind these three, Clappy, Gamer and Gordo, is catching up at almost a second a lap. So Clappy's bringing him in to the race himself.
Yeah, I feel like Clappy's kind of just taking advantage of the fact that now his tires are in that window, or the driver behind him doesn't have as much of an advantage, if any, by now. Because if I remember correctly, the medium runners should stop in like 3, maybe 4 laps.
Yep, you're about right. Absolutely.
Rilo looks to be struggling. He just keeps having that rear end step out a little bit in these slower corners. I'm really surprised to see the Alpha Tauri is still right underneath the Aston Martin's gearbox, and the Alfa Romeo right behind him as well.
Yep.
Really thought that the tires would have gotten too hot being this close behind the car. He's been running within half a second of the car in front of him for like 8 laps now.
Yeah. And look at that
He's
ARS.
been in traffic all race.
Love to have a meetup. I know the beer or the TRR boys run one where you can actually get the tyre life on these cars. We'd love to get my hands on that program. But meanwhile, again, he's got no ARS. We run on board with him, but he's just not going to get out the job, and Clappy's just putting the car in the right positions. So, advantage Clappy, I say. Rubric in P11. Top 3 drivers at the moment are now gaining again to 2 seconds, and these guys have been pretty or much 1, 2 and 3 within a second of each other the entire race. Relic, was it lap 12 or where are we looking? Lap 15, I'd say 14, 15 for the mediums to box, or even earlier
I'm
than
thinking
that.
it's somewhere between lap 12 and 14.
Can we focus, Chrissy, on you getting in here and race? How's that sound? No? Okay, we'll focus on the P3. Chrissy has spoken in the chat. He wants to ride on board with the top 3. He's sick and tired of watching Car Gamer and Clappy. And Relic boxes. So there's our answer. There is our answer. Into the pits goes Relic. Lap 11. Now, right now, if you're a Car Gamer, get onto those hards now. Maybe he gets the undercut on Clappy.
Yeah, he needs to get out of this traffic. He needs the box, but he continues on.
Yep.
Looks like he was stopping next time by.
Let's hope so. Well, for him, he needs to. Rilo's now boxed. No, he's not boxed, sorry. Relic coming out. He will come out right behind those guys. And just behind Rubric. So, 2 and a bit seconds. Let's see where he comes through. The first of our boxes. Up front, 35%, Betsy 29, so a little bit of ERS to play with the 2 championship leaders up here in front. Betsy cool and calm and collected, just waiting for a mistake from Josie, but he could be waiting a while. Is that the yellow? Sector 1
DNF
through.
that
Could that?
Oh, no, it's in the pit lane.
It's in the pit lane. Millsy's boxed it, so he is out. Swimmer's coming to box. So,
what's happened to Hugo? Hugo's completely lost touch with his teammate up here in 4th place.
yeah, 4 seconds
These
down.
2 are running stem to stern for the longest time, and now
Yep.
just in this last lap, he's lost over 2.5 seconds to his teammate.
Fair enough. I'm not too sure where it happened there, but you're right. Betsy just ERS managing. Betsy 3. Oh, no, there we go. 3-second time penalty. Sector 1 and 3. That is Deb. He's got it going, though. And that is going to be relief to Josie. He can just sit there nice and easy, knowing that he's got a 3-second buffer on Betsy. That is not going to help Betsy at all. He now needs to really get past Josie. Light the flame, get past and get on with it. Because if he can't get a 3-second gap, Mike, he's basically handing the win to Josie, and Josie will extend his lead by a further 7 points.
I'm still just sitting back here with Car Gamer, and he's still out. He has not boxed yet. I really feel like he needs to take an early pit stop than what he planned.
And this
he takes an earlier pit stop, he's going to get the undercut on this Aston Martin. He's definitely got the speed for it, so I'm not quite sure what he's still doing out on the racetrack.
Mm-hmm. Agree. The worst thing about it now is Relic is catching up to these guys at a rate of knots, and now he's going to join into this DRS train. Oh, Rubrik's Rubrik spun it, and he's spun it all by himself. He's okay though.
Well, that's good for Relic.
That's good for Relic.
All these guys to do that. He is trying to make an undercut work on the two that were in front of him that are currently running P1 and P2.
Mm-hmm.
As long as he's caught up back here in this DRS train, it's not going to work out for him at all, and he's going to lose time to them. He has two advantages right now. He's got the undercut working for him, and his teammate lets him through.
Beautiful work, Gordo. Beautiful work. That's one more down.
Car Gamer stays out.
Yeah,
Car Gamer's not going to the pit lane.
He just wants. I have no idea. Is he doing a Sebastian Vettel from Abu Dhabi? I think.
Please tell me he's not going to follow the Aston Martin into the pit lane.
Please not. Oh, Relic's gone up on the inside. Will he get it through? Oh, Car Gamer out on the outside. Relic gets another pass.
Oh, Car Gamer's around.
Car Gamer's around. That takes care of him. He'll be in next lap. Relic on the inside. Does he get the job with Clappy? Clappy lets him through. Wow. That was some overtaking class. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how it's done. And Relic, in the space of a sector, goes from P11 to P7. And on with the chase he goes.
Yeah, and clears himself. He's got a nice little gap until the next car. I think that next car in front of him will end up pitting before he gets there.
Mm-hmm.
But sad for Car Gamer. As soon as Car Gamer saw that Alfa Romeo had that much overspeed, he should have just let him through. That should have been his click in his head to go to the pit lane.
Mm-hmm.
But he's ended up trying to race him, and that's cost him a lot of time with the spin.
Yeah, it did. But
he will Clappy starting to struggle.
Yeah, those hards. He's been under a lot of pressure. Let's see if the Alfa Romeo can go. Sector 3 yellows. Have we got Swim A has retired in the pits. Another retiree in the pits. Guys don't like finishing races. Yellows in Sector 1. Well, that's actually Swim A. So, Noodles in P5. So now we're just waiting on the hard guys to make the... Is Jack in the chat? Not sure. Showing he's in there, but haven't heard from him. Clappy's out. Card Gamer's retired. They've both boxed. Would you believe that? They've both boxed in to the pits they go. So we're now down to 11. Down to 11.
I'm trying to understand why, though. Why they were both running in the points. If they would have made their pit stop and came back onto the racetrack, they'd still be in the points. Why did they both retire?
So Clapp has probably got one of the most original reasons to DNF and box it is his nana told him to turn off the Xbox, or he's not racing Div 3 tomorrow. So there we go. That's why he's boxed it. Interesting, but there you go. Betsy, these two guys, when are they coming in, Mike? Lap, what, 19?
I think that they'll be doing it around lap 18, lap 19. We saw everybody else pull their mediums for about 11 to 12 laps.
Yep.
Wouldn't surprise me to see these two come in around probably 17 to 19 will be their window.
Yep. Millsy's left the session, so Relic here. Hunting down Rilo.
Relic still not setting the fastest lap. He's just been about a tenth slower. I'm wondering what's going on here, if there's something wrong with the Delta tracker for his car, or just something wrong on my end. But since he's gotten on that harder tire, he has not gone faster than he did in his previous stint.
And more importantly, take a look at the DRS deployment. He's into the low teens, trying. You are correct. You're correct, actually. He's not going faster than what he was on the yellows. He's now within 24 seconds of the championship, within 24 seconds of the leader, Josie Wales. So is that enough of a gap to leapfrog these guys who we anticipated will be coming in?
I don't think it's enough of a gap for him to leapfrog Josie, but I think it might be enough of a gap to bring him back into the Delta of Betsy. If he can just hold on to it, he might be able to snatch P2 here.
True. Easy Max have dropped off, and then Hugo, he keeps dropping off. He's now 9 seconds behind Easy Mac. Noodles is a further, or now 11 seconds behind the championship, behind our leader.
Oh, you know what? I know what it is. I know why Relix is not gaining time on this tire.
And that is?
He's running that stupid sailfish helmet. It's got too much drag in the cockpit.
That's it. He's Finding Nemo
but he's
helmet.
right on the back of the Ferrari now.
Yep. What's Rilo do?
Rilo
box.
To the pit lane.
Jeez, they must smell Relic coming, and he must have the worst BO in history, because they smell and he get out of the road quicker. Well, they smell the fish. That's it. They smell the fish and they get out of the road. They don't like the fish smell. That's it.
Well, you know, it's just got to be. It smells like an old tuna boat or something coming up behind them, which I'm surprised they can smell that, seeing as how we're literally surrounded by water right now.
Exactly. But, yeah, Chrissy is saying we'll drop off after the two boys at the front. Mediums, absolutely agree. Agree. The only thing that's really going to save Relic, I think, right now is a safety car where he can box off to the second set of yellows and at least get on the same tyre strat. Otherwise, I think he's staring down the barrel of a P3, which he'll be happy with, but would like more. So Noodles and that, they're all sort of winding through. Noodles is now starting to close in on Hugh as well, within 2 seconds.
I'll tell you what, in the new game, whenever it comes out, they really need to work on the spectator mode, because this is just atrocious. I don't know if you're watching Relics right now, but he's literally doing a burnout out of every freaking corner.
Josie's boxed.
Josie's boxed.
Jack is still here.
For a little one.
Ted Kravitz. How the canvas shorts, mate? How are they going? Josie comes in.
Very nice and breezy.
Very
nice
good to see
today.
Exactly. Get the headphones on. Now we're watching Relic and Hugh, Josie.
Wow, Relic is going to jump him.
He's going to jump him. He's going to jump him.
He's done him.
He's done him.
A long way. He's done him.
Wow.
A long way. That's going to be like a 5-second gap by the time it all ekes out.
You're right. 4 and a bit. Nice work there, Magic Mike. Gordo's got leapfrogging.
Yeah.
No, Hugh's coming in. He's boxed. So here we go. Noodles is boxed as well. Rilo boxed the lap before, and Deb's down there late. So now it comes down to Betsy.
Well, and Betsy's still out, so he's going to lose time to both of these guys. By the time Betsy comes out this lap, it might be something around a 5 to 5.5 second gap between he and the Alfa Romeo. This works out perfectly for the Alfa Romeo. That gives him 8.5 seconds to play with throughout the remainder of this race to hang in that window for P2.
Not too
He's
sure.
actually been pulling away from Josie, though. Josie's struggling with that tire, trying to get it warmed up right now, going through that warm-up phase on that medium. He's almost put he's put another second on Josie since they've come out of the pit lane. Relic's now purple sector 2. He's finally found the pace in that car. It only took him 9 laps.
There you go. Absolutely. So there you go. And also, I'm not too sure if Mike, if you heard, but Jack's achieved some form of greatness this week. He's had plenty of race wins, but never. And he got his ultimate award, Yuki's Crash of the Week. I'm not too sure if you've seen it on the Insta.
No.
Oh, I did.
No.
Oh, I did. I think the esports Instagram even liked it and shared it as well.
Exactly.
Got ridiculed for it.
So there you go. Relic is... Oh, there we go. Betsy's in the pits. Where does he come out? He's going to come out behind Josie. Is he? Or has he got... Yeah.
Are they fighting at the
they're
pit
fighting.
exit?
They are. Oh, Josie just got the leap. Just got the leap on Betsy. He'd almost leapfrogged him. Rilo with the fastest
Now,
lap.
the question is,
Yeah.
how long are these mediums going to hold on for? You got the 6-lap deficit to Josie and a 7-lap deficit with relics to Betsy, but these tyres do drop off the cliff quite quickly, so it's whether he can keep it clean and ahead, and then hopefully when the mediums are dropped off, he can pull away again.
And more
Well,
importantly...
he still got that 5-second gap. He kept pushing the whole time while they were in the pit lane. He was on the button every chance he got. He has not used the button since he made that pass for the lead on Josie while Josie was in the pit lane. So he's saving up his ERS. And to be honest with you, I'm just looking at his apex speeds. I think he's running less downforce than these guys, so that's going to help him out when it comes to defending this position, because he is losing time now.
Yep, he is slowly but surely.
Betsy's spamming the button like it's a pinata.
Spending his ERS like he's at the strippers. Is that what you're saying, Jack?
Yeah, basically.
Exactly.
He's saying you guys are mad if you think Josie won't catch relics here. Those ones are going to be dead by the end. Yeah, but so are the
Like I
mediums
said
as well. They're
earlier,
going to drop off about the same time.
Earlier, you are mad if you think that overtaking is easy here.
It is.
Catching the driver is one thing, and that is easy to do, but making the overtake is a completely different story. You can have 4/10 in your back pocket over the driver in front of you, but as long as they can get on that straightaway with a good exit and have a little bit of charge in that battery, you're not getting by them.
Yep. Absolutely. So, right now, really, it's these top three now. Josie's now got it within 4 seconds. 11 laps to go. If we had the AWS lap tracker that they have, I reckon he's going to probably get up the rear end of him by lap 24, I reckon. He might be staring down the back of the Alfa Romeo. I tell you what, Betsy will be able to spell Patronus every way you like. Actually, no, it's the Ionis, isn't it? On the back of the Mercedes wing, because that's what he's been looking at all night. Easy Mac in P4, Hugo P5, Noodles. Haven't seen a lot of Noodles. The Tifosi won't be happy he's down there in P6, but trying to make... Does he get the opportunity here? He's now closed into ERS. Hugo traps the inside. Noodles just doesn't have enough room. And I was explaining Jack to Mike before that it'll be now a larger straight as we coming through this sector is now going to be removed.
Yeah, miss all of this.
Yeah, they're going to miss all of this entirely. Whether that stays permanently, but it's the reason they're doing, correct me if I'm wrong, Jack, is because of construction in Singapore. Is that right?
Yeah, I think they're trying to do something to the harbour wall or something, or do something within the harbour wall on that part of the track, like build some buildings or something, but it's going to take a fair few years or something like that. I did read something about that as well, yeah.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting. I mean, it's very much like when you look back at...
there.
Yeah. When you look back at 2013, and I think it was at Bahrain, they used and added on near on a full 40 seconds to the track.
Yeah.
Just to try it out and see what it was like, and they didn't like the layout of it, so reverted it back. But I think this might make for more overtaking, I think, maybe. Downforce isn't going to need to be as high, because you're not going to have this full technical section right at the end of the track. But I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I think it's very much like the way they've changed a lot of the tracks recently, haven't they? Like Abu Dhabi is made for quite good racing, Spain as well. Australia, there's been a few that they've decided to change recently, so and some of them for the good, some of them I think kind of ruined the track a little bit, but
record in
Australia.
Hey, excuse me, mate.
Australia.
Yeah, record, boys. 440,000 people went to the Australian Grand Prix. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. So 440, mate. We had to put
Can you
more.
also put it in your pipe and smoke it? That Australia is what put us all off it for the 2020 season.
Well, not really. But anyway, beggars can't be choosers. You've got Miami. Huh? How good was Miami, huh?
Okay.
Piss off.
So
Where are we
we'll
up to?
put this in your pipe and smoke it. Hang on.
What?
F1's record for attendance of fans 440,000 at the 2020 US Grand Prix at COTA. Put that in your pipe and smoke it from Michael.
Oh, there we go.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes, whatever.
And I was one of them. Thank
Oh,
you
well, there
very
you go.
much.
Yes. So Josie's now within a second or 1.5. So these three boys are about to go at it. Betsy's deploying. He's got no ARS now. You can't get past Josie, who's just
I feel
defending.
like Josie's got a bit of a problem here, though, that he's going to have whenever he gets up behind the Alfa Romeo. Look at his battery compared to the Alfa Romeo.
Oh,
It's not a huge difference, but that difference is quite a bit down those straightaways.
And Betsy's even worse than him ahead. He's teetering just on that 9 to 10% back at.
yeah. True.
Josie's definitely gotten this tire. I don't know if Josie's gotten the tire working better here in the last 2 laps or if the Alfa Romeo is just dropping off, but he is absolutely bleeding time at every apex to these guys now.
Yep. So the Wallaby boys, thanks for jumping in. Good to see you guys in the stream. Noodles is still behind Hugo right now, but now they're within. Okay, so the top 3. So Josie now within ERS or within DRS. I do apologise. So, he's just dropped out a little bit. These three
Josie
boys.
gets such a beautiful exit there, though, through that right-left chicane. He can use that curb on the left-hand side so perfectly to give himself a great run onto that short chute before the left-hander onto the straightaway. He's now within 0.6 of a second. He's going to get DRS this time, but I don't think he's going to be able to make the move this lap. If he's going to do it, it's going to be next time by.
Yep. I believe in the chat, I believe our very own Jishway's had a win in Wallaby. Jish, can you confirm that? I believe he might have actually won a race. The Jish. He's kept it on track, of all places.
No way.
In Belgium.
It's not real.
It's not real, surely not. No way. Wet Weather Master. Wet Weather Masterclass from Jishway gets it done in Wallaby on a Tuesday night. If you don't mind, go Jishway. Well done, mate. Congratulations on the win. Well done. Another one of the Rapid boys just climbing the mountain. So down the back straight, Relic doing what he needs to do, just defending for all he's worth. Josie and Betsy in their line of stern. Nothing really happening. Noodles is probably about the only one that's maybe making a move. Everyone else is all sort of in their own piece of tarmac. So,
well, correct me if I'm wrong, but the title fight is between the two running second and third place. Relics is mathematically out of the title fight, right?
Well, he's practically, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, those two behind him, they have to be worried about the title, whereas he doesn't. So he can literally put his car in a lot of compromising spots.
Yep, true.
Whereas they have to worry about this title fight that the two of them have, which means whenever they get to him and try to make a move, if he wants to be a little dodgy, they're going to have to think twice.
Agree.
Everything twice. Sorry.
There we
my inner Celine there.
Yes. This is the voice.
I liked you better when you Yuki Tsunoda yourself. I didn't even get to see it.
Yuki crashes of the week on our Instagram. Get amongst it. Well done, Jish.
Let's not encourage them to get within the crashes of the week.
No, definitely not. Don't want to crash of the week. So
I'm encouraging all of you. I want to see crashes of the week. I'm an American, okay? We have NASCAR. It's what we live for. The big one.
What do you call it? Rubbin's racing. That's it.
Yeah, Rubbin is racing. And if you finish a race at Martinsville, Bristol, or Dover with no damage on your car, you didn't race hard enough.
No, there you go. Case in point, that guy that just decided to bank it up on the concrete wall and come fifth. That was ridiculous.
Case in point, dude. Ross Chastain pulling a video game move to get himself into the championship round. And what was really awesome about that is if you listened to all the drivers that were right around that and watched it happen, like even Joey Logano, the dude that went on the next weekend to win the championship, he literally thought it was the coolest thing he'd ever seen.
That was amazing to watch. Amazing to watch. So these three boys, 7 laps to go. Relic has got 44%. Josie Wales within the 20s. Oh,
I'll
boy.
tell you what, I'm going to have to remember that for when us Euro boys go to Zandvoort out of that final corner. If my engineer comes across and says, you need 2, I'm literally just going to go to the outside wall and keep my foot in.
Off we go. There we go. Your wheels probably won't hang on, though, but anyway. Here we go, down the main... and does Josie... He is right up. Is he going to send it? He's not. Relic, these 3 guys. I'm telling you now.
Relic did a great job defending there. He turned the button on for about 3 seconds down the straightaway, gave himself just enough of a straight line speed advantage to keep himself in front. Very good disciplined use of the button.
Agreed, absolutely. But Relic's rear end would be getting sweatier than Jack at a swimming pool when it's 20 to go. Oh, Betsy! Oh, he did. He got some.
That's dropped him back a bit.
Oh, Josie! Oh, he's he's put him in the wall.
No way.
He has put him in the wall. Has Josie got damage? No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Have damage.
How did he not?
That right side wall.
But he could have the.
Here's the McLaren. The McLaren's right there with him. Where did Easy Mac come from? I wasn't even paying attention to him.
He just jumped through.
Right there now with Josie.
No, Josie's definitely got wing damage. He's got some damage. Absolutely some damage.
Well, he's still got both end fences on the front of that car, but he is driving like he's got a problem on the front of that car, which tells me he's probably he's probably lost some tertiary flaps.
Mm-hmm.
But there goes the McLaren through into turn 1. Easy Mac with a beautiful move down the front straightaway. Nothing Josie could do to hold that back.
No, absolutely not. So
let's go, McLaren on the podium. Let's go.
Haven't called that for a while. Meanwhile, this has helped Relic.
So excited.
Yep. Oh boy.
For now, until Betsy catches back up, he's taken. Oh, I don't know. He's lost a couple of tenths going through that corner, but he's gained it back pretty quickly.
Yeah, true. So right now,
Josie's really dropping off now.
He is. He's definitely got damage of some description. And on a track like this, you do not want to have wing damage. Your car just understeers like a motherfucker. And that's just shame that it came down to that. I mean, Betsy sent it up on the inside, which he was more entitled to. But coming down this straight here, I think he could have chosen his chance to overtake a little bit better. But anyway, we move on. And
I'd have to say that was a pretty risky move by Betsy. Josie had the inside pretty much covered.
Mm-hmm.
And then Betsy just still tried to get there. I don't think it was ever going to work. It really looked like the 2 Red Bulls at Azerbaijan a few years back is what it really looked like.
Yeah.
Almost a carbon copy of their incident. But Betsy is absolutely flying. He's going to be able to get up here and surely pass Rapid Relics. The only issue is can Relics hold on? Relics has quite a bit of battery saved up in that car. Ooh, big tank slapper for him there out of turn 3 as they make the run down to turn 4. Who's going to get the better exit? Looks like Relics gets a really good one, but he's not going to have DRS assistance, and Betsy's right there. Betsy moves driver's right. Is he going to try to go? Oh, he's going to try and dive bomb at the last second.
Oh, and they almost touch. Betsy just jumps out of it. Great call, Mike. And boy, I tell you what, Betsy wants the win. He's going to shove it.
Gotta calm down.
Oh, settle down, boy, settle down.
He's already got a 5-second time penalty coming his way for getting into Josie Wales, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's got to calm down here. He's already sitting on a 3-second, a 5-second penalty with Josie possibly coming. That's going to be 8 seconds added onto his time at the end of the race.
And look who's sneaking up like a little thief. Easy Mac in the McLaren. He's coming up. He's just waited and waited in that spin at the end. He's now also in ERS. Just having a look. He's down to 16%. Rubrick's got the fastest lap. Means nothing. Oh, he's P10, so he'll get a point. But right now, Relic just trying to hold on here to the lead.
Relic really starting to struggle with the rear end of that car. He's really, really loose on every exit.
Yep.
It looks like Betsy might be able to get this one done down into turn one. Betsy with a good run out onto the front straightaway as they pass underneath the start light gantry coming down toward turn one. Relics goes a little defensive and then moves back toward the racing line, just taking the air off the front wing of that Red Bull. But the Red Bull is so good on that newer tire through this part of the racetrack. I feel like he's going to be there to have another run on him down into 5.
Yep, very true. But take a look at Easy Mac as well. He's there. Betsy looking up on the inside. Relic just closes the door off. He's got no. He's within. He's under 10%. So
I feel like Relic is fighting this battle well, though. He's making sure that he stays in front for as long as he can. He takes away the tire life of the Red Bull behind him, so if the Red Bull does get through, he can't get that 3-second advantage that he needs.
Very true. And
he might also be trying to back the Red Bull into that McLaren.
And take a look at Josie. He is falling all the way back into Hugo and Noodles. His championship lead's going to be gone regardless of what happens. And it's been confirmed by the FIA stewards, the Red Bull and the Red Bull of Betsy and Josie will be investigated after the race. So off to the stewards they go. But these three guys battling out for the win. Easy Mac has had a podium last week in Monza, podium in Netherlands. He's making a habit of being in the right place at the right time. And can he go one better and actually...
All Relic's got to do here
yeah.
is just stay within 3 seconds.
Yeah, true. Absolutely.
Yeah, with only 3 to go, he could easily do it, especially seeing as how we're starting lap 29 at 31 and Relics is still in the lead. I completely agree with you, Jack.
Yep.
This race has really fallen into his hands by Betsy and Josie having that issue together. But look at Easy Mac and the McLaren all over the back of that Red Bull as they make the run down toward turn 5. Can any of them pull out to make a move? Relics goes a little defensive, but he pulls back toward the racing line, and that gives him a good run down through 5. Heading into 6 now. They're 3 line to stern. You cannot separate these guys at all.
Absolutely
not. And look at that. Look at that. The back of the Alfa Romeo, those lights are flashing. He is in recharge mode everywhere now. He's below 10% ERS. He is flashing like crazy, trying to regen some energy everywhere he can.
Now I think
Noodles
has clipped out Josie and he's been spun around coming into the Singapore sling. So Noodles goes to P4. We just caught the end of that on the stream. Sorry, Mike. I just went back there because Noodles was closing in on Josie. He has had an absolute shocker since lap 24. He just got clipped by Noodles, who sent him out coming into the Singapore sling. But sorry about that, Mike. I'm sorry. What were you saying again?
No, you're totally fine. It looked like Betsy had a big lockup going into the hairpin before the DRS straight in Sector 2. He's been able to gather himself back up, though, and he's still right behind the rear wing of Relics, just sitting there menacingly trying to find a way through, but I don't think he's gonna. I think Relics pretty much has this done and dusted. Even if Betsy tries to make a dangerous move, if I were Relics, I'd just let him go. Yep. He's not going to pull 3 seconds on those old medium tires in 2 laps.
No, exactly. So I think Relic has done the work. He's got to bring it home. And I know that
Easy Mac picks up a time penalty.
That's it. So he's done.
So
he's now up to 6. Betsy's going on the outside. Relic is going, and he's let him go. Is this strategic for Relic? Has he let him go and said, you know what, I don't need to battle you. I just need to keep within 3 seconds.
Stop it. Yeah, to me, it's really strategic for him because the Red Bull was right there pressuring him for how long. All he's got to do now is just try to hang on to the back of him and keep within that 3-second gap, and he will take the win off of Betsy. But Betsy more than likely has that penalty coming. That's going to put him down behind Relics no matter what for the win.
Yep.
Abyss picks up a 3-second time penalty. Unfortunate for him, but look at Relic. Relic has actually lost 1.2 seconds in just half of this lap.
Yep. He's
look, he's getting passed by the McLaren. Easy Mac on his way
through. What a pass, Easy Mac. Shoves it up there. And look at Betsy. He's clearing it out. Can he clear the 3 seconds in a lap? I think he can, because that's less than a sector and a half. He's got 2.2 seconds.
He's almost done it. He's 2/10 off doing it now.
Yep.
No.
Yes, I think so. You're right. He's 2/10, 3/10. So Betsy looks like he could hang on to the win here. Which is such a shame.
Gap currently 2.7 seconds. I don't see how Relics holds on to this.
Nah. If he was in P2, maybe. But has Easy Mac made the pass, which costs Relic the win? I think with 19-lap-old hards, maybe the tyre life is shot. He's still within 3 seconds. But
He's going to lose it. The medium tire is going to have the advantage as soon as they enter Sector 2. And it's going to have the advantage all the way through the rest of the racetrack.
Yep.
He really needs Betsy to make some sort of a big mistake here in order to bring himself back in for this win.
Yep.
He'll end up jumping Easy Mac.
That's the 3 seconds.
Like he's going to get Betsy.
Okay, I'm just going to put this onto the leader. He's now within 3 seconds. He's got to keep it within. He's 2/10 off Relic. Betsy now will deploy everything down this main back straight. So will Relic in the behind. He's 3.3 seconds. I think Betsy's got the job done. He's going to take the win. On track at least. A valiant effort by Relic, and Easy Mac will go into P3 onto the podium 3 weeks in a row, but it is Betsy, and regardless of any penalty coming, he's going to find himself in front of Josie going into the next round. Betsy goes through, Easy Mac P2, Relic will jump to P2, Easy Mac on the podium again. Noodles will ring out for P4, Hugo comes to P5. Josie Wales, who is just stringing in, doing everything. This is all about holding the car out, will be P6. Rilo P7. What will Gordo do? He's coming around into P8. Abyss will be P9. Great position for him to finish it out. Get the 2 points. Valuable points for Haas. So Abyss will be P9. Rubric will get the last point. And our final driver, Rapid Deb, coming through. Well, interesting race, boys. We will get the boys into victory lane, but wrapping this all up, Mike, your thoughts?
I still can't believe Betsy had that much pace in his back pocket after sitting behind the two of them for as long as he did. As we see Rapid Deb losing control of the car out of the
doing doughies, doing doughies,
finish line.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was absolutely insane. I really thought Relics was pulling a master class just by letting him go there with 2 to go. I can't believe that Betsy was able to pull that much time, especially after running into the back of Josie the way he did. Really thought that he would have been carrying damage as well. So
exactly. And there's not too many times that I agree with Cody's, but Cody's has given Relic the driver of the day, and I actually have a tendency to agree with him. Thought he battled out pretty well, but also Easy Mac, and not too sure if Mac can actually join us.
Isn't Mac on a PlayStation?
He's on a PlayStation, so yeah, he can't join us. So that is it. We'll wrap it up from there. And our race winner, which we'll talk to in a minute, Betsy, who was able to pass Relic with 1 and a bit laps to go, got the gap down, and Relic loses out by less than a second into P2, but a great drive. Easy Mac, that's 3 weeks, 3 podiums, making a habit of it in P3. Noodles P4, Hugo in P5. Josie Wales, whose rear end got touched up like a... Anyway, we'll continue on in P6. Rilo P7, Gordo P8, Abyss in P9, and Rubik rolling out our points. Let's go over to Victory Lane and speak to our Jack.
Yo.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad.
How about you take... Oh, we don't have 3, but how about you take our P2 Relic? Over to you, mate.
Dude, that was an interesting race. Obviously, had a good qualifying session from myself. Opted to go on the mediums to be aggressive at the start, and that kept you with the two, Josie and Betsy. Obviously, brought you into contention with them two, having a little bit of a squabble, but you got a nice undercut as well. Tell us about it from your point of view. Looked like quite an eventful race.
Yeah, man. In race pace, I knew I wasn't going to match it with those two. Those two are quick. So I went medium to hard on. The undercut's massive, and just try to hold them up. Parked the bus as or food van as last year. What else? But nah, it didn't work. Obviously, it did for a fair while, but he got me at the end with a bit of ERS. But
yeah,
I knew he would have got impatient as behind us and sent Josie to the wall. So he'll probably get a pen for that. But it is what it is. I'm glad I got P2 and yeah.
No, fair enough. So, Easy Mac, mate, sorry, mate, you can't be joining us, been on a PlayStation. Love to have a chat with you. But moving on, Mike. So, look, Relic, P2, my driver of the day. You know, you went on to the medium hards. Yeah, battled well. Yeah, as I like to say, the food van. So, take the P2 and we move on. We do. We build. Moving on to our winner, or is he going to be our winner? Not too sure. Who is that? So, moving on to our winner, Betsy. I'm not too sure for how long, but tell us about your race, mate.
It was interesting. Down well, pretty average. I knew in qualifying I wasn't going to be anywhere near quick.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as we got on the mediums, I tried to overcut Josie. I thought it may have worked. I don't know who was in front coming out on the line. I don't know if you would have got that on stream, but that would be good to know. When I was coming out the pits. But yeah, as soon as I got on the mediums, about a lap and a half in, or 2 laps in, I just felt massively quicker than the 2 people in front of me, which was Josie and Relics.
Yep.
I think Josie was trying to play a bit of a strat game with sitting behind Relics for quite a while because I had that pen.
Yep.
And I don't really know what happened. Like, I was technically down the inside. I didn't get left any room on the inside. That's kind of why I lost out in the end. But he got a pretty terrible exit, and I was still over the back of him coming down that DRS straight. I feel like my mind was made up on going to the inside.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I felt like he made a pretty damn late call. And by that time, it was way too late to do anything about it. Like, we were felt like in the braking zone. Like, it was like your foot was coming off the accelerator, foot on the brakes, and then he's like just a tenth before that, he's moved to the inside a little bit because he's realised I'm there or something, or I'm actually going for it. But I don't know what will happen with that.
Well, if he does
obviously it wasn't intentional. I wanted to really have a good race with Josie. I've always wanted to have a good race with both of these 2 lads throughout the whole season, but I guess it is what it is. It wasn't intentional.
Yeah, fair enough.
But,
Mike, any questions for our race winner, mate?
I mean, you said earlier that you just felt like average on the hards, but you felt way faster on the mediums. When you finally got by Relics, did you know that you'd be able to pull off that 3 seconds? Because to be honest, the whole time we thought Relics was just strategically letting you by and was going to sit on the back of you, and you absolutely gapped him.
I'm not going to lie. I think if I had got past Josie, I think I would have passed Relics probably the next lap and pulled away from both of them. I knew I was a lot quicker. I could feel it in the car. Josie's mid-corner corner speed was slow, but I think it was all tire pressure. They said they were running, like we were on a party together. They said they were running minimum tire pressure. I wasn't. But no, I wasn't teasical. I didn't really know that I could kind of pull the gap. I was like, oh yeah, if I pull the gap, I pull the gap. If I don't, I don't. Didn't expect to
Well,
pull the
mate,
gap,
you were
but I
out there
did.
looking like an NHRA dragster on the straightaways, and they were looking like Toyota Corollas.
Yeah, well, I didn't do any
mean, you
practice for
were
this race,
freaking
so
rapid in the end.
once I got my head into it, I started following Josie's lines and found out where he was weak and just changed where he was faster than me. I changed my lines to his. Where he was slower, I used mine. So
No, fair enough.
yeah.
Jack, anything for our race winner?
No, just other than well done, man. We knew that obviously those three were just checking out from the start, so it was going to be a three-way battle, but made it very entertaining. And I mean, from our point of view, we always love a bit of a Tyson battle. So whether you two came together, I quite enjoyed watching it.
It was great to watch, and I'm sure that you'll enjoy watching the replay. To Devious, thanks, mate. Thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard to Rapid, but we're about to finish. So I suppose the only thing left to do is the giveaway. The spin and win. So let's head over. Are you boys in the Twitch yet?
Of course.
Okay, so let us go to this. The winner. Let's pull a winner, and it is Easy Mac. There we go. He's there. Give us a yo, mate, if you're still in the chat, mate. We will spin for you.
He's not following the channel, though.
He is.
Wow.
No, that comes up all the time. It always comes up. So there we go. Well, let's see what you spin up, Easy Mac. Good luck.
It's my own race car.
Little Mike.
Oh, that's that race car.
Donuts,
That's
mate. Sorry about that. Anyway, that is it for us. So thanks very much to Mike and Jack joining me in the comms. Appreciate you boys being in there. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Race car.
All right, Mikey, say bye-bye for me.
Bye-bye.
Can you just tell? Come on, man. I want him to say it, please.
Mikey, you want to go racing?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to drive race cars? Say, Daddy, drive race cars?
He's shot.
That one.
No, you're not driving that one.
To Relic and Betsy, congratulations on the podiums, guys. Great battling, great commentating. Hopefully you enjoy the stream back. To everyone that joined us.
Cheers for streaming, boys.
Nah, we love it. I love doing it. Tomorrow, this week.
I love you too, Betsy. You're so sweet. I love you so much more than Josie now, that freaking twat.
And he's lying. Anyway, so the Euro boys are around Portimao in Portugal. And, that's Thursday morning for us, and Friday morning Euro Div 1, Div 2. So Hendo will be doing Div 1. Who's doing Div 2? Comms for you guys now.
That's myself and Connor.
Oh, there we go. That'll be fun to watch.
Oh, no. It's myself and Causa this week.
Causa? Oh, Causa's back.
Yes. He is back commentating with me.
Beautiful. Love his subtle voice. So tune in for that one. So, guys, until we see you next time, thanks very much for tuning in. It's lights out, and bye for now. Good night, everyone.